What is up, you all? It has been a hot minute since I have done a training video, so I wanted to get some training footage out to you, go over my leg day. So my goal is this off season, my piriformis is finally getting better, so I can squat for the first time in probably a year. So I'm just trying to add as much size to my legs as possible. I'm starting out every session pretty much squatting. I might do adductors to warm up first, and I just work up and weight. Typically I either go a heavy set of 5 or I've been trying to do 315 for as many reps as possible, and this is that set here. I don't show all warm-ups, but I'll be honest with you guys, after watching this video I need to work on my form. One thing you'll see here is I'm setting the bar back down. That's because when I get under the bar, I didn't get 100% aligned, so make sure that is 100% aligned on your traps. You should be able to feel that. But again, going back, form, I need to work on form. My back, once I get fatigued, is rounding. So don't take me as an example for textbook form. That's something that I need to work on as well. So squats are first. Again, just progressive overload, trying to get as many as possible. Actually, I was shooting for 14 today, and I failed on 14. I don't know if that was from the New Year's celebration or what, but those days happen. I believe 13 was still PR, but again, those things happen. I just swallowed it and then went on and didn't let it affect the rest of my work. That's why I use a lot. So again, as much size as possible. So I go on to another compound movement, heavy movement, a warm-up set. We do a couple warm-up sets, but I only show one, so I don't have a 30-minute training video. And then I go into a very heavy set here. This is a unique movement. If you have access to one of these, use it, because the reality is most gyms don't. So I feel like it's a different stimulus. It's something fresh mentally. And I think that can go a long way for your intensity and how the whole training bout goes, if you're mentally stimulated, So if you have access to one of these, if you find one, if you're traveling, whatever, use it. It's fun.
I was hoping you would fail.
And next is another unique movement that I haven't honestly seen anywhere. Well, I mean, there's horizontal pin loaded leg presses elsewhere, but not this smooth and not the same build quality. It's just an awesome machine. It's honestly probably one of my favorite leg machines, and I think out of any movement for any muscle group, I can get the most intense and do the most damage with this thing, as you'll see in this 3-minute friggin' set. I do a triple drop set. The goal is more metabolic stress. You'll see I can do the whole stack on this, but I start fairly light, and I try to keep the tempo going. A couple things you'll note in this set. Once I get fatigued, you'll see me kind of pause at the bottom and then drive up with as much force as possible. And I really feel like as I get fatigued with the regular tempo like this, if I consciously generate force at the bottom as much as possible, I'm able to get a couple more reps that way. So it's something to consider. Obviously, if you're going super heavy, it's not going to work as well. But if it's something that's a little bit lighter, it seems to help a lot. So you can try that, and then also do a couple partials. Just a nasty set. Again, as much metabolic stress as possible, and you'll see that comes to culmination at the end of my set, and actually in between sets you'll see me shake a little bit just from muscular fatigue. So You know you're not playing when the glasses come off. That's real life. That's when it gets real. P.S. Till Beats add 10 reps to every movement, just so you know. Those aren't just for aesthetics. Those are for performance, baby. Here's
How'd that
Casey
feel?
after a set.
Better now I'm done.
You want to train legs with me again?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good. I like that.
Go into leg extensions. This is actually my work set. Casey sucks at filming, so she cuts the set in half, but it's just a drop set. I did a couple sets before this, but just showing again, my top set, so we're not going for 20 minutes. But going back to that last clip, I gotta be honest with you fellas. A lot of you guys get egos training with girls. You think that that they can't train, they don't have the intensity. I'm telling you right now, after training with both sexes for a long time, you teach a female that they're capable of being strong and being intense, and the majority of the time they will out-train a dude. I mean, it's just what I've seen time and time again. So, leave your ego at home. Going into hamstrings now. Honestly, the unilateral movement, it's just what was open. I was going to start with lying leg curls. Again, something more that I can put total tension through the muscle. But that was taken, so it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to unilateral. And hams are a strong point for me. So I've been more quad focused anyway, so I'm not super worried about not being able to go into that that quote ideal movement first that I would feel is ideal. We're still going to put adequate tension through a little dance there, a little jig, adequate tension through the hamstrings. And here's my work set again. Casey sucks at filming. She cuts it in half. I did failure on one side, and then I go to the other side, do failure, and then go back and repeat, starting at the initial side. Hamstrings look good though, homies. Dang. If you're not blinded by my Casperness. It's terrible, dude. Terrible. I'm gonna start tanning. It's bad. Like, it's bad.
Harlem Shake.
Lying leg curl cleared up, so we hopped on that, and again, warm-up set here, and then I go into, I believe, a drop set. I do the stack and then drop down about halfway and really focus on my muscle connection, slower tempo squeezing for that second drop set. But again, a theme here that you'll see in the rest of my videos are volume is fairly low. I do a decent amount of different movement patterns, but volume is low and intensity is very high. And I really believe that beats trying to replace intensity with volume, because you see that so often. The reality is you need to give your body a stimulus that it hasn't seen before for it to adapt to. And I feel like people that go in and give 50% and just do 5 work sets at that intensity don't make the changes that they need to, or that they should make. And there's different mechanisms behind that. I mean, for different people, it can have different effects. For me, for example, if I do 5 work sets per movement, I mean, if you follow me, you know how much I have to eat. I mean, I'm going to have to replace that with even more calories, and that's not what I want. So, again, I don't have every individual I work with doing the same thing that I do. Everyone's tailored a little bit differently, but you need to listen to your physiology. And number one, I think, is volume can vary a little bit, but intensity, you shouldn't negate intensity unless you're looking at a period where you're giving your body a break. If you're wanting to grow, or if you're wanting to hold on to muscle tissue in a deficit, and your body is in good standing, keep the intensity up. I just show you one set of calves here because I see people do calves wrong all the time. No bouncing, all the way up, all the way down. Don't let your ego get into it, because I mean, if you're bouncing, you're just using that stretch reflex and not the calves themselves. I don't have huge calves, but I can tell you that they have come up a ton. So this has worked. When I switched over and did it strictly, it's worked. So anyways, guys, I hope you can generate a couple things from my leg day, and look forward to future videos.